My name is Faisal Ahmed, and I'll be the speaker for today's leadership training session. So I'm using my two laptops, laptop one in front of my face. Can you guys hear me? Give me a wave if you can hear me. Am I audible? Am I loud and clear? Okay, fine, fantastic. Thank you so much. Welcome to our today's leadership training. And also, I am having my second device, and it will be hosted by Miss Madina. So can everybody hear my voice? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if you can hear me loud and bold. Thank you all. Thank you. I hope the next 2 hours, you guys are going to have something new as a form of leadership skills. So I need only two things from your side. Number one, pay attention. And number two, keep other things aside. If you are at work, I don't have any problem. You can switch off your camera and you can just listen to me with full of attention. Okay? Understand? So the topic that we have taken for today, it's all about influential leadership. Okay? Influential leadership. Why? So when you will be taking managerial position, maybe at your workplace or maybe in your own business. To be very honest with all of you, there is no like specific one way of leading your staff. Okay, there is no specific way that I'm a leader. I only can implement democratic leadership in order to lead my people. Impossible. I'm a leader. It doesn't mean that I can implement autocratic leadership in order to manage my staff. You follow? So different staff, we need to implement different leadership skills. And today we will be learning how you can become an effective, influential leader. Understand, guys? That's the topic for tonight. So before I start sharing my screen, everybody switch on your camera and show yourself. I need to take picture for our admin. Why? Because admin will prepare your certificate and send to you accordingly. So everybody, please switch on your camera. Take your time. I'll give you 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So take your time to switch on your camera one by one. Thank you so much. So from this device also, please switch on your camera, and if possible, give a smile. I'm not going to ask you to smile. If possible, okay? You can give a smile. Fine. Page number 1. Thank you so much. Page number 2. Yeah, very good. Page number 3. Okay. How about page number 4? Hello, page number 4. Give a smile. Thank you. Page number 5. Page number 6. Oops. Page number 6. Page number 7. Okay. So we have taken your attendance for now. Now, without further ado, let me share my screen and let's get started our topic accordingly. So Miss Madina can try to share the screen. Okay, fine. So look at the topic, influential leadership. Now, I do have only few things to cover because take note, today this class is not any academic class. This is a training session. Malari, follow? So it will not be at academic point of view. It will be all about practical life, practical skills related training. So only few things that I'm going to cover. Now, the first one that I have, what is influence or what is influential leadership? Think carefully about the statement that I'm going to make for you, all of you guys. So influence means you as a leader when you have a group of people, I'm talking about your workplace. At workplace, people really do not like to do their job at the first place. That is called human psychology. People always like to hide from taking responsibilities. Mr. Ronald, you follow? Irma, when you will be leading a group of people, by nature, you will find some of your staff, they will hide themselves from you so that they need not to do a lot of things at workplace. Now, the question is how you as a leader can make people understand to do their job properly. Micromanaging? No, it will not work at all. Micromanagement will not really help you to engage your staff. What you can do? You can influence them. Maribel, you can influence me if I work under you so that I will be doing my job without giving you much problem. So this leadership is the process of getting people to act differently in order to improve result. So influence meaning to say you have to do something for your people, for your staff, so that every staff will act differently. What I mean by differently, they will not be lazy, they will not be late, they will not be complaining for each and everything. They will not be like making your life difficult from the workplace. See? Fine. So here we go. I'll be sharing my screen again for you guys. As you can see, I'm talking from there, right? So influential leadership, again, it is the process of getting your people to act differently. What is the meaning of the word differently? Like very, very professionally. Now, as a leader, your job is to take resources at a lower level of output and move them to a higher level of output. Very powerful statement. As a leader, what is your job? What is your job? Your job is to just lead the good stuff? No. Then you are not a leader. Jonalyn, you follow? If you always pray that I hope my new staff will be very productive, my new staff will be very, very talented, my new staff will be very, very experienced at my work. No. A real leader, he or she does not care about the level of talent, about the level of skills for their staff. A strong leader will bring all kinds of stuff, no matter their talent, their skills. Then you as a leader will change them from ordinary to extraordinary. And in order to make people extraordinary from being ordinary, you must need to influence them. One good example, I'm 100% sure during your school time, some of you did not like math. How many of you did not like math when you are very young? Wave your hand. If you don't like mathematics, remember the secondary school time, you really hate math, right? Anyone? Okay, I do have some of you. But remember your math teacher? You don't like math, you don't like English, you feel math is difficult, English is difficult, but how you pass your exam? Obviously, your math teacher did something for you. Your English teacher did something for you, right? What kind of things your teachers have done? Influence you. Malar, you follow? Hey, Malar, why you feel math is difficult? I'm always ready to help you. Come on, math is very easy. You just need to remember some simple formula and use this formula to solve the mathematical problem. Then you started to realize, oh, okay, I think now I can learn math. Muhammad Ibrahim, maybe you did not like English during your school time. Then someone came in your life and influenced you. Hey, Ibrahim, why you feel English is difficult? English is not any subject. English is a language. If you can use your native language, why not English? Come, I will show you how you can learn English. So you can use the same strategy when you will be managing your people. Influence them. Influence them. Influence means let them realize they are potential. You follow? Let them realize they can make it work. See? Now, your influential leadership, it can have three primary rules. Everybody please write down. The first one, visionary. Second one, talent acquisition. Third one, culture control. Now, let me break down all those three primary rules of an influential leader. You must have to set a vision. Example, I have 20 new staff under my leadership. I'm a trainer. So in our organization, we have 20 new trainers. Now it's my responsibility how I will prepare 20 of them to become a very loud, to become a very confident, to become a very, expert in teaching and training. So how I can make it happen? I need to develop some vision. You follow, like Vision 2026, vision for new trainer, vision for young trainer, vision for like business related trainer. Understand, all of you guys? Without vision, without plan, without strategy, we cannot influence the crowd. You follow? Number two, talent. Do you know all of you are talented? You need not to feel unhappy if you do not have a good job yet in your life. You need not to be unhappy at all. Some of you may have financial problem. You need not to be unhappy. You need not to be sad enough that why I don't have enough money for the time being. Some of you may be very unhappy in life. You need not to be full of regret why my life is like that. Always remember, all of you have at least one talent. You follow? All of you. Like Carissa, you have at least one unique talent that I don't have. Jay-Z, you have another unique talent that even I don't have. Talent means our natural ability, our by-born cognitive ability to do something properly. So as an influential leader, what we need to do, we need to pick up this talent from our staff. So if I have 20 new trainers, what I have to do, I have to pick up this talent. I need to find out who is good at marketing related knowledge. I need to pick up who is good at financial related module. You see, who is good at like HR related subject. It can be done if, as a leader, I have the keen, I have the mindset to work together with other people. Remember, you cannot become an influential leader if you cannot control culture. You know what is the meaning of culture in leadership? Culture means discipline. Culture means empathy. Culture means supportive environment. You you can show your empathy if your staff is very new, if your staff got some problem. But always remember, if you want to maintain the culture, you have to make a habit, zero tolerance in terms of discipline. When you can create or when you can control that kind of culture, you can really influence the crowd without facing any difficulties. Now, let's have a look. I would like to share two definitions of influential leadership from two different successful men and women. First, from Steve Jobs. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. No. From this definition of influential leader by Steve Jobs, we can take away one strategy. If you want to influence people, you have to be a good storyteller. What kind of story? Like our grandfather, grandmother story. When we were young, our grandfather, grandmother used to share some funny story, right? Remember? I'm not talking about this story. Storyteller means, let me stop sharing my screen. You guys need to understand few important parts, how you can become good at influence people. Story means you always need to share some case studies in order to share the main reason from your leader points of view. You follow? Example, you are a leader, you notice that two of your staff, they are very productive. Two of your staff, they are very productive. Every month they can hit their KPI. They have no other problem. But you notice that two of them have punctuality problem. Okay, punctuality problem. Punctuality means one of them got late for 10 minutes, another of them get late for 15 minutes. Ricardo, you follow? So problem is like this. They are very productive, very hardworking, but they got one simple problem, punctuality problem. Now, how you can influence them, how you can make them understand why they cannot be late anymore at work. You can tell them the story. Narayan, you follow, tell them the story. What kind of story? You tell that, last year I got two staff just like you. You have to tell them the real story. So last year we had some problem with two of our staff. They were very productive, they were very serious, they were very, very motivated. But when we realized they have punctuality problem, do you know what we did? Tell them the story. First time, we issue a written warning letter. Second time, we realized the same thing. Actually, they did not bother to change. So second time, again, they became late and we made a decision of termination. And for your information, when we terminate them from our colleagues, we have come to know both of them are having the same problem at their new workplace. Then tell them, I don't want to have the same action against both of you. See, that is called storytelling. You are not you are not giving any, you are not threatening them, you are not insulting them, you are not giving any like heavy like comments to follow. What you are doing, you are just sharing a story in order to educate them how and why they need to change their punctuality problem as quick as possible. Everybody understand? Remember, when you tell the story, that can really influence people. But you have to design the story related to the problem, related to the scenario. Okay, so I'll bring you back to my screen again, and let's move on. So Mr. Steve Jobs already have given us a strategy, storyteller. Second one, from an American author, Alice Walker, the most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. This is true. Some people just really don't want to do their job, don't want to try something new because they feel like I'm not qualified. Maria, you follow? I'm not good enough. I don't have much experience. I don't have much skills. No. Remember, everybody, everyone, every staff that you will have at your work, they have the ability to do the job. Always remember this one. Now, let's talk about the modern concept of influential leadership. Again, influence means you as a leader, you are able to educate your staff to understand what to do, how to do. That is called influence. Now, as a leader, you can follow some concept. I would say the modern concept. The first one, leader and follower relationship. If you want to influence me, if you want to influence your staff, you must have to build a rapport, or you must have to build bonding between you and me. You as a leader, me as your follower, as your staff. Now, the question is how you can develop work relationship with your staff. Anybody got any idea how you can build proper relationship, work relationship with your staff? Let me stop here again for a while and let me invite you guys. When you will become a leader, how you can build a relationship with your followers. Any idea from anyone? You can raise your digital hand. I'll let you unmute and you can speak up. Anyone got any idea? Do not just put messages in the chat box. Let's talk. I do have one. Okay, no, I don't have any hand yet. Any idea how you can maintain a relationship? Okay, Rushil, unmute your microphone.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and hope everyone's doing well and safe wherever they are. One way of, actually, there are multiple ways of building relationships. One is constant communication and clear understanding between yourself and employees, vice versa. Number two, you have mentioned, I think today and before actually, have some empathy and have understanding, not just fix rules and enforcing, and that's just the way, this, and that's it. Nope. You have to have empathy. You have to understand uh, each individual is unique. They have their own sets of beauties or skills. Everyone has their own weaknesses. Another good way of building relationship, I just have one or two more points, is by having some kind of periodic or monthly outings or activities to give a break and understand each other in a better manner, slightly different manner, maybe a less professional way. It can be go out as a group for bowling or lunch or whatever. Another way of building relationships and empathy is allowing others to really voice out their concern and give their point of view. If something is not going right, and try and understand. Basically, empathy is more beyond sympathy. So sympathy is where you show a little bit of care. Oh, okay, I understand. Empathy is really being in the person or the groups in their shoe, trying to understand from their perspective, seeing from their glasses or whatever. There's a quote, and trying to see how to, I guess, resolve or overcome those barriers, challenges, obstacles,
Thank you so much. Thank you. You
but
have
with the intention of having a final goal to be met. That's all I want to say. The
wow,
target should be
fantastic.
it should be a goal, and you should achieve that objective. Sorry for taking too long,
No, no,
and
no,
yeah.
it's okay. It's okay. It's a very nice explanation, Rushil. Now, let me add my point. As a leader, if you would like to build a relationship with your staff, you can follow three strategies. How many strategies? Three strategies. Strategy number one, you have to let your staff feel free to ask questions. Some of you are working, right, under a strong manager, under your supervisor. Some of you really don't like to ask question. Am I right? Let's get real. You don't like to ask any question to your leader. Why? Because you realize that when you ask something wrong, your leader become angry, and sometimes your leader insult you badly in front of other people. Agree, guys? Don't do that. When you will become a leader, let people feel free to ask question. Tell them, guys, I'm your leader. It doesn't mean you have to be always afraid of me. Any question, any confusion, ask me. Tell them, maybe the question is very unnecessary question. Feel free to ask me. I don't mind. Number two, relationship, workplace relationship. You as a leader, what you need to do, you need to share your skills and knowledge with your staff. Understand, guys? I'm your leader. And when you realize that every day you are learning something new from me, you are learning something new from me, you will respect me. There will be a relation between you and me. Number three. Number one, what? Number one is feel free. Let your staff feel free to ask you the question, right? Number two, share your skills and knowledge. And number three, always be honest. Be honest. No need to be politically friendly. Many leaders nowadays, why they cannot build relationship among their staff? Because they always act like politically friendly. What is the meaning of politically friendly? You don't want to tell them the real truth. You want to protect them. Rafael, you follow? You want to protect them. Don't do that. When it is wrong, tell them you are wrong. When it is right, tell them you are right. So when your staff will realize that you are very honest, and they will trust you, and there will be a relation between you and your staff. Number two, motivation and inspiration under the concept of influential leadership. How you can motivate? The best way of motivating people is you have to show them, SHOW, show them how to do it. The real motivation for your staff comes from show them how to do it. Example, you are working as a leader for sales department. So I think yesterday night we talked about cells in our ENS class, right? Some of you are from my ENS class from last night. Remember, I told you that cells actually, it's a very challenging job. And sometimes they got lack of motivation. You have to motivate them. So real motivation comes from, look at the chat box, comes from show them how to do it. So if I'm your leader, if I can close the order, if I can communicate with my client, if I can fix appointment with my client, if I can figure out the way how to talk with my client, and at the end, I got my result. And when my staff will see it from me, he or she will be motivated. Tran, you follow? Tran, then they will start to feel, okay, now I believe I can do it. That is called motivation. And inspiration means you as a leader, let them try. Let them go and try and allow them to make mistake. If you become angry when your staff is making mistake at the first place, then your staff will not try anything new. Ronald, am I right? Marilyn, am I right? So inspire them, tell them, guys, when I started my career as a sales representative, I also had the same problem. I also had the same difficulties. So making mistake is very simple. It's very easy. It's very common. So feel free to do this one. Go and learn, go and give a try. And if you cannot make it happen, let me know, I'll help you. I'm here to support you. If you can give that kind of inspiration, that kind of strong commitment, you will find your staff are more and more and more motivated than before. Now, let's move on. Another part of the concepts of influential leadership, empowerment and proper delegation. Delegation, I don't want to talk too much, but I would like to focus more on empowerment. To be very honest with all of you, the main job of a leader is empowering the staff. What is empowering? I'm a leader, and now I have 2 new staff in my department. 2 of them, for example, they have bachelor degree and their major is accounting. What is the major? Major is accounting. And they are working for our accounts department. So empowerment means as a new staff, both of them will have a lot of difficulties. Ibajini, am I right? New staff always will have a lot of difficulties to understand the work culture, to understand the work-related responsibilities, to understand the mindset of other colleagues, to understand the overall environment of the workplace. So empowerment means, as a leader, I need to inject some discipline, some encouragement, some supportive activities, so that 2 of the new staff will feel free to do their job. That is called empowerment. Arshili, you follow? Good. Now, let me bring you to your childhood memories. I do believe most of you know how to ride bicycle. Am I right? How to ride bicycle. Now, in the very beginning, when you started to learn bicycle, I'm pretty sure your parents, your elder brother, or your cousin, he or she hold the back side of the bicycle when you started to ride. Agree? in the field, when you started to ride, someone supported you from the backside of your bicycle. When your friends or family members realized that now you can control bicycle, what he or she did, he or she just stopped supporting you and let you try to ride your bicycle. That is called empowerment. Understand now? So when you have someone, you educate them, give them the basic, share them the skills, provide them the resources, then let them do their job by their own. But you have to keep standby. If any problem, any difficulties, you still have to support. So when my staff will realize that I'm always there for them, they will feel free to do the job. That is called empowerment, and that is also part of delegation. Now, communication and empathy. As a leader, if you feel difficulties to communicate clearly, I'm sorry to say, you cannot influence your people. So you have to communicate about the vision, you have to implement your active listening skills, your empathy for your followers' perspectives. Other than that, you cannot really do any influence or create any influence for your staff, for your people at the first place. Now let's talk about some strategy, some simple components that can help you to become a leader influential. What makes a leader more and more influential? Number one, inspire, motivate, and guide. We have done with inspiring, motivating, but did not use anything regarding guiding. You know, young people, especially influential leadership, it is very, very suitable for leading young people. I repeat, influential leadership, it is very, very effective when you are leading young generation. And young generation always need guidelines. And when you are good at guiding part, you can create influence for that particular group of people. Okay. Drive performance. The result of strong relationship and trust is improved teamwork. And when we have improved teamwork, we will get more and more output. So what we need to do as a leader, our main focus will be driving performance, right? Performance, result, numbers. Because in business, remember, number never lies. Look at the next one. Make a positive differences. Instead of forcing your staff, you can focus on improving the lives and work experience of the people around them. Now, what is the way of making positive differences? Now, this is something very sensitive for all of you to understand. So let me stop sharing my screen and let me say hello to everyone one more time. Can everybody give me a wave? If you guys can still hear me, give me a wave, guys. Okay, and also please switch on your camera because we are going to take picture for your attendance. Everybody, I can see the number is 224 now and 86 from there. So we have 300 plus trainees already in our today's leadership series. So everybody, for your attendance purpose, switch on your camera. Try to smile if you can. Page number 1. Page number 2. Thank you so much. Page number 3. Page number 4. Hello, page number 4. You there? Page number 5. Okay, fantastic. Page number 6, 7, 8, and 9. Miss Madina, have you taken attendance already? Okay, fine. Now, we are talking about what makes a leader influential, positive differences. Now, is there anyone working as a supervisor, working as a manager, working as a leader? Any leader in my class? You can raise your digital hand if you are leading a group of people in your business or in any organization. Fantastic. Don't lower your digital hand, keep it up. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 from this device. From this device, got 1. So I'll invite from this device. Hello, Jenny, Jeane. You there? Hello. Can you say hello so that I can hear you? Hello. I think internet connection problem. Never mind. Let me invite Muhammad Ibrahim. Yeah, please unmute your microphone. Hello, sir.
Hi, sir. Morning, sir.
Okay.
Afternoon,
Morning,
sorry, sir.
morning. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Never mind. So how many staff, how many people you are managing at your workplace currently?
Total around 40 plus.
40 plus.
Yes, correct.
40 plus people. Okay. Out of 40 plus, share with us one common problem that you face from your 40 plus of staff.
Okay, hi. Amongst the 40 plus person, because every person they got their mindset is different. Then my side is under the van sales. Because I'm working in FNN, Fraser and Neff. Okay, we're doing the vending machine that you purchase the drink in the vending machine. Okay, so every serviceman they got a very unique what they call it behavior what they are doing. So when we approach them, we cannot be the same person how we approach them. So we have to make sure because everybody when they talk to you we don't treat ourselves as a leader. We must be rapport with them as a service guy. We must understand what they work, and we have to go down to the field and work together with them and understand more what they are doing. So in order they can respect you more than what you are.
Great. Thank you so much. Nice sharing. You can mute your microphone. I have another participant from this device, Astulatan. Hello, can hear me? Switch on your camera if you can hear me. I have a question. Can I know how many staff you are managing currently?
Currently, I manage. Good afternoon to everyone. So from now on, I'm handled some almost 30 plus people, personnel.
Okay.
Was working as a technical instructor, and then set in heavy industry.
So what is the most common what is the most common problem that you are facing from your staff?
So the common problem is more on areas and provinces regarding sort of which also the one from at the same time you didn't follow the procedures of it. What common.
Oh.
So every time they have some conversation, so we'll have some short meetings and then taking some action.
Okay, thank you. I understand. So from my two devices, I got two leaders, got two different difficulties. One is mindset. Another is when something is new, sometimes the staff cannot be flexible enough to learn the new things. Now, let's talk about the first problem, mindset problem. Okay, example. You no need to train too much about your product, about your services in order to influence them at your workplace. Understand? You have to influence them only two different mindset. Mindset number one, understand what is work, and number two, understand what is workplace attitude. Understand, all of you guys? These two things you can promote among your team members. Example, today I start my work at 3 p.m. Singapore time. What time? 3 p.m. 3 p.m. But I received a message early in the morning from one of my colleagues that our CEO would like to talk with me and other trader at 1 p.m. Singapore time. So when I'll start my work, 3 p.m. But the meeting is at what time? 1 p.m. So what I did around 12:55 p.m., I log in to my Zoom and I join in the Zoom meeting where we have the meeting with our CEO. Why? Why? Because I realized that I cannot be late in the meeting, though my working time will start after 2 hours. Understand, all of you guys? That is called influential. So my leader influenced me to understand about what is work and what is work culture. Now, Ibrahim, you understand? You need to talk with your 40 plus staff just to educate them. Hello, guys. When you are at work, stop taking everything personally. Work is work. You have to educate them. There are two different lives for each and every man and women. Professional life and personal life. Don't try to bring two lives together, then you will be confused and you will be lost. See? That's how you can make the difference. That's how you can influence them to follow what is work and what is work-related attitudes. You cannot influence them if you never change their mindset, if you never provide their attitude change-related activities. Okay, now let's move on, find out what is next. Okay, fine. So let me share from this device also. Now I put everything in one flowchart. Later on, before I say good night to all of you, I'll send this note in the chat box. You download it and you read them again. So inspire, then you have to show empathy, trust, collaboration, positive difference, empowerment, and autonomy. Most of the things we already have covered at the first place. Now, let's talk about ways to become an influential leader. If you want to influence people, first thing first, you need to maintain your own emotion. We call it composure. Marilyn, you follow? Maribel, you follow? Maritis, you follow? You cannot influence people if you yourself are very, very emotional. You follow? Leader job is not that difficult job if you know how to manage your emotion. You have to speak respectfully. You have to find out the reason. That is very important for each and every leader. A true leader can respond to emotionally based on the situation with a sound mind and calm disposition. Example, when you will be working with human being, there will be a lot of problems, a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges, a lot of man-made problem. What I mean by man-made problem? It's not like your business problem. It's not like the problem with your product. It's not like problem with your services. It's the own staff character problem. Lin, you follow? Mahler, you follow? Staff own character problem. So when your own staff will give you silly problem, unnecessary problem, by right, we will be emotional. Am I right? If one of my staff is always making my life difficult by getting late at work, I'll be emotional, right? I cannot composure my emotions. I'll be angry. But if I want to become a true leader, I need to educate my mind. Hello, my job is to absorb all those unnecessary things and move forward. I cannot be emotional. I cannot be like taking the things personally. That's why today I am a leader. You have to educate your mind like this. Otherwise, you cannot influence other people. All of you understand, guys? When your staff got a lot of problem, you have to be the bigger person. You have to be the stronger person. You have to take initiative to solve the problem, not to figure out who made this problem. No. See, you have to balance your emotion. When everything is fine, don't be so excited. When everything is wrong, don't be so sad. You have to balance your emotion. And a true leader who can inspire other people, influence other people, they always maintain or manage their emotion at the first place. Now, let's talk about another way. We have to be confident in our leadership role. Now, you are a leader, but when you communicate, you have no confidence. When you ask your staff to do something, you have lack of sincerity. You have lack of firmness. Do you think so it will work? It will not work. Jackie, am I right? Example, I'm your leader or you are my leader. And when you communicate with me, I feel you have no confidence about the things that you are sharing with me. Do you know what I'll be doing? I will feel that when my leader got no confidence, how come a follower can do this job properly? So you have to be confident in your leadership position. So confidence in terms of two things. Confidence, number one, confidence of making decision. And number two, confidence of taking calculative risk. I repeat my statement. You have to be confident about decision-making part, and you have to be confident enough about taking calculative risk. So when you can do the most difficult things from the front, your staff will feel confidence to follow you. Most of you are working in different companies, right? So when your manager, when your supervisor announce something new that you have to do, how do you feel at the first place? You feel that, oh my God, it cannot be done. Rafael, am I right? Remember, when something new you have to do at your workplace, the first thing your mind will tell you, oh my God, my life is going to be difficult. My job is going to be more and more difficult. Don't react like that. So when your leader are confident enough about the new things, you will also feel confidence to follow the things at the first place. Now, another way that can help you to become an influential leader, you have to be always available for supporting your team and team members. Right? A leader is accountable to everyone they manage. Always remember this one. Accessible means you have to be proactive. Proactive for helping your staff. Proactive for answering the question of your staff. Proactive for understanding what your staff is looking for. If you are afraid of taking responsibility of everyone, you cannot influence them. Okay? You cannot influence them. So always be ready. You have to be available all the time to support your team, to help your team, to answer the question of your team, also guide your team, monitor your team. Everything is your responsibility. Right? Remember, leadership is not a position, it is an action. It is all about an action. You have to do. No choice. If you cannot do, sorry, you cannot be a leader. You only can be a manager. And feel free to take more and more responsibilities about your people. Example, you have found that in your team, some of your staff got very, very serious communication problem. So what you can do? You can do two things. Number one, you can brush them aside. Brush them aside means you don't talk to them. You don't ask any question to them. You just let it be. And you are working with rest of the staff who got better communication skill. Don't do that. The people having poor communication skill, take accountability to train them how they can improve their communication skill. Only then you can become an influential leader. Then you realize that your staff always come and ask you the question. Your staff always look for you for advice. But the secret is you have to be very, very open-minded to train them, take care of them in professional way. Use your leadership position. Another way you can use your leadership position to motivate the crowd. Remember the keyword? Use your leadership position in order to motivate others. So I don't need to use my PowerPoint slide. I'll be sharing some practical strategy how you can use your leadership position to motivate them. Now, everybody, again, switch on your camera and look at me, because I'm going to tell you something more practical, okay? More and more practical. Your staff will be influenced, will be inspired from you, from your two different skills. Skill number one, your interpersonal skills. Skill number two, your technical skills about the jobs. No. Your interpersonal skills. How your interpersonal skills can help you to motivate your staff. Okay. Am I right to say, no need to say yes, no need to say no in the chat box, no need. Am I right to say those who have a full-time job, some of you do not like your immediate leader, you do not like your supervisor or manager? I'm 100% sure some of you really do not like your leader. Why? Because you realize that they have lack of interpersonal skills. Ibrahim, am I right? Trump, am I right? Interpersonal skills means they are not honest. They promise a lot, but they do nothing about their promise. Then the staff never believe in their leader. Lack of interpersonal skills, right? If leaders always talk a lot, but no action, the staff will not trust this leader anymore. You follow? Now, what kind of interpersonal skills you should have to culture in order to inspire your crowd? Number one, you have to be very, very careful about your each and every movement. Follow your dress up, your get up, your ways of talking, ways of speaking, your intellectual ability, your emotional strength, your word of mouth, the language, the vocabularies, the tune of your voice, the level of confidence, everything matters when you are trying to become an influential leader. Understand, all of you guys? And you know what can make you the best influential leader? Result, track record. I repeat, when you have the track record, when you have the result, whatever the job you are doing, it can help you to inspire, to influence the crowd to follow your lead. Don't blame other people. When you are a leader and when something goes wrong, no need to blame your staff, no need to blame your team members. You blame yourself. Tell your staff, guys, it's my mistake that I did not do anything about this project yet. You follow? So when you take all the difficult tasks, when you take all the positive personality spark, you will realize that you are becoming a strong, influential leadership. So when you become an influential leader, do you know what will be happening? Your staff will never let you down. Your staff will realize, I cannot do the things like this. I cannot do the things like that way. And if my leader comes to know, he will feel very sad. She will feel very sad. I don't want to make my leader life difficult because I respect him. I respect her. That is called actual ways of becoming an influential leader. Understand, all of you guys? Remember, leadership, it is an art, A-R-T, art. More you study about human psychology, more you study about human nature, more you study about human behavior, it will help you to become good in influential leadership. Okay. Now, I do have a few more things to cover. Let me share my screen. That is called your leadership position to motivate others. Now, when you convey an attitude of appreciation for workplace achievement, you help improve employee engagement, morale, and motivation. So as a leader, you will have a lot of authority. Agree, Jennifer? If you are a leader, you have a lot of authority in your hand. You can arrange or you can do something that can inspire people, inspire your staff for proper engagement. I do have something more. Let me bring you to my next one. Watch your body language in your leadership role. People will never be influenced if you have non-verbal communication skills problem. Why? Look at this one. Every move a leader makes is always followed by the subordinates. How you talk, how you speak, how you respond, your emotion, how you become angry, how you control your angriness, everything your staff will remember. So please be mindful about your non-verbal communication skill. I'm talking about your body language. So if you make a mistake in your body language that send the wrong message, your team will see the disconnect and trust you less. So body language means what? It's not about the way you move or you move your hands or you move your eyes or nose. Here, body language means your overall facial expression. Follow, guys? Overall facial expression. Make sure when you are in a very serious conversation, you have a serious face, right? When you have a funny related conversation, make sure you have a funny body language. Why? Because in communication, remember the percentage, 55% is all about non-verbal communication. I repeat, 55% is your non or your body language part. So as a leader, you have to be very smart, very sharp-minded, strong IQ, strong EQ that can help you to represent a proper body language. If you look like very tired when you are talking to your staff will not have any influence at all. Agree? You are a leader, but when you talk to them, your body language, you look like very sad. You look like very, very tired. Then how? Nobody will be inspired. Am I right? But when you have the energy in your voice, even in your body language, your staff will pay attention what you are talking about. If not, there will be a problem. Nobody listen to you. Right? Okay, fantastic. Guys, the link of the notes we will send before ending the meeting. So we do have, what time it is? Now it's 6:08, right? We will end at 7 p.m. I'll share the notes just before ending the meeting in our chat box. Just stay with me. Now let's move on to number 16. Another ways to become an influential leader. Practice word awareness as a leader. As a leader, you have to speak by making summary. You use only the words that add value to your message. You can perfect this skill by practicing less is more method. You have to eliminate, you have to stop using few words like when you talk, if you are having that kinds of pause, your staff will feel you have something wrong in your leadership skills. Understand, all of you guys? You are a leader, and you always, when you communicate, you always make your staff confused by using few words like maybe, I think, that kind of pause. It means you are not ready to advise your staff. It means you are not ready, you are not really ready at all to lead them from the front. Then people will not be influenced. People will not have any energy from you to follow. So what we need to do, we need to build our ability to communicate, ability to talk, ability to give instruction, ability to give advice without using some non-words. Sounds like, sometimes we use this one, right? Don't do that. When you speak, just speak with full of confidence. Speak like a real leader. Only then everybody will look at you, what you are talking about. But when you talk, and if there is lack of energy, lack of confidence, you can talk for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. They will not listen it carefully at all. Now, this is something very important that every influential leader must practice without giving any excuses. Respect your team members with your leadership role. You are a leader. It does not mean that you can do everything, whatever you want among your team members. Right? Mr. Astolatan, you are a leader. You have all the options. You can be angry, you can be mad, you can insult me, you can issue me a warning letter, you also can terminate me. Whatever you are doing, make sure you have respect. You have minimum respect when you talk with your staff. Because at the end of the day, everybody has self-respect. Agree? All of you have self-respect. And if you notice that there is no self-respect for you, what you will be doing? You will leave this place as quick as possible. Right? Because self-respect, it is something belongs to our inner meaning of our life. Right? Yes. Yeah. Some of you have decided for divorce, decided for breakup. What is the reason? The reason your partner got no money? No. The reason you realize there is no self-respect for you. That's why you have decided, I don't want to stay there. I don't want to stay with that particular person anymore. Because self-respect, it is something very, very valuable that we can't buy at any cost. So as a leader, you must make sure you enforce this one. Respect others in your leadership role. You got to remember, you are managing human psychology, human behavior, human attitude, human mindset that can be totally different from one to another. Right? Now, how you can respect your team members? You welcome others to share their views. In modern leadership, it is called freedom of speech. You know what is the meaning of freedom of speech? You must have to allow other people to speak what they feel, what they think, what they like, what they do not like at all. When you ensure freedom of speech among your team members, it is a sign of respect for your staff. Number 2, another respect. Your staff is talking to you. Follow this one. Listen intently to whoever is speaking. Some people don't like to listen. Some leader, they really do not like to listen at all. Don't do that. If I'm talking to you, and if you look at the ceiling, if you look at your phone, what does it mean? It means that you have I have no importance at all for you. Right? So don't do that. When your staff will come and talk with you, stop doing the things that you are doing. Look at your staff. Look at your staff eyes and communicate, communicate, and communicate. And attention, give attention. No, give attention. When someone will talk, you keep everything aside, give attention to that particular speaker. Right? And the last but not the least, how you can respect, you have to demonstrate the impact of their work. So whatever they are doing, you must have to figure out what would be the impact of their work. Okay, that is called respect others in your leadership role. Now, also need to stop sharing my screen because I have to share something beyond my PowerPoint slide. Now, if you are a man and in your team, you have female team members, men, be a man. You must have to be respectful towards your female team members. All of you understand, guys? That is called respect. You are a man. If you would like to show your manly behavior by becoming angry, by becoming so angry, actually, it is not fair at all. Understand? You follow? Our dear ladies, when you will become a leader and when you have the man staff, make sure you also have respect for the man. Agree? Because men got strong ego. Ronald, agree? If your female leader always insult you, always talk something negative about you, you will feel unhappy, right? You will feel, why my female leader got no respect for me? Because men got that kind of ego, and it is universal in all over the places, right? So men, be respectful for female. Female, you also have to be respectful for your male staff. Another respect, remember, the world still has a lot of racism. You know racism? Some people don't like this kind of people, you know. Some people don't like that black people, white people, you know, Asian people, African people, American people. Oh my God. When you will become a leader, you have to believe that there is no racism. Each and every staff is equally important for you, for your team. All of you clear? Give me a thumbs up. You have to develop this mindset and you have to enforce it among the team members to influence them to work for you. No racism, okay? No racism. No gender discrimination. You are a leader. You know, leader means like parents. You know, parents, remember your parents? If you have brother, if you have sister, for your parents, no difference. Agree? I have one cousin. He got 2 daughters, but he has strong intention to have a baby boy. Follow? Baby boy. And his wife is pregnant. Now the doctor says, congratulations, you will have another daughter. Yeah, he's unhappy a bit, but for him, 3 of his daughter is equally important. Am I right? You follow what I mean? So same thing, when you will become a leader, why you need to be racist? Why you need to have gender discrimination among the team members? Right? Respect them. At the end of the day, when you can enforce the self-respect, you can influence people. Right? Some of your staff can share some of his or her very, very secret family problem, personal problem. What is your duty? Keep it private. Keep it confidential. Don't try to share it with other colleagues. That is called respect. So you are my leader. I have shared one of my very, very personal family problem with you, and I realize you helped me to solve this, my personal problem, but you never share it with other. I will respect you. I will listen what you are telling me, what you are asking me to do. That is called influential leadership, by respecting your staff, privacy and staff private or sensitive information confidential all the time. Follow? You become influenced by other because of all those things, right? Honesty, professionalism, mission, vision, strategy, right? Plan, execution, character, attitude, mindset, behavior, your sympathy, your empathy, all the things you consider from the people whom you are going to be inspired. Nami, you follow? You will never be inspired from someone whom you do not like his attitude, whom you do not like his behavior at the first place. Rafael, agree? Yeah. Yes. Rafael, if your wife always arguing with you, always argument, always fighting, even for the small things, you will never be inspired from your wife, right? Funny things. I just give you a funny example. But when you realize that when you have problem, you have difficulties, your wife is the one always here to support you, you will be inspired, right? Fine. So inspiration comes from a lot of character-related things. Okay? You can be inspired when you feel your leader is very straightforward. You can be inspired when you realize your leader is very professional. Jackie Joy, Cassinia, you can be inspired when you realize your your leader is the most hardworking person in the department. You will be inspired. Why? Because you realize that your leader is working very hard for your team. That can inspire you also to work very, very hard. You realize that your leader is a very serious learner, always want to learn. It can inspire you even for you to learn something new. Agree? You realize that your leader is the one always taking risk for you to become better. You will do something to become better, right? Inspiration comes from some value. Always remember this word. Real inspiration comes from the value. So if you can create value, your people, your team members will appreciate it and they will be inspired all the time. Now, let's move on and see what is next. We have to be grateful. We have to be humble in our leadership role. Remember, you cannot take your leadership position for entitlement. You know what is the meaning of entitlement? I am the leader, so I need not to do anything. What I'll be doing? I'll be just managing people. Don't do that. Be grateful and humble in your leadership role. There are so many leaders under the sun. When something when something wrong, they will hide themselves from the team members. They only will show up when something is better. Some leaders always take the credit from the team members. Don't do that. You follow? Don't do that. When you have, okay, let me tell you how you can be grateful, how you can humble enough in your leadership position. You can be grateful by thinking like this: I'm a leader. It is my privilege. I cannot take it for entitlement. I'm a leader, so by right, I need to do the most. I'm the leader, by right, I will take the most responsibilities. I'm a leader, so I'm responsible for all of my stuff. I'm the leader, I'm responsible for the safety and health safety for all of my staff. What I mean by humble? Remember, leader cannot stop learning. If you stop learning, you cannot be a leader. You can be a manager. You can be a supervisor. But to become a leader, you must have to be very, very humble to learn the new things. If you have to study, you have to study, no choice. If you have to learn from a new staff, you go and learn from a new staff. Be humble. Tell your staff, hey, John, I have come to know you know a lot of things about AI, artificial intelligence, but I have not that much knowledge about AI. Can you help me? Can you train me? Can you educate me? I'm willing to learn. All of you understand? If you want to become influential leader, follow this one. Be grateful. When someone is grateful, he or she will not do any unethical things. Right? When you are grateful about your family, you will not do anything wrong for your family. Arceline, right? When you are grateful about your job, you will not do anything that will destroy your name and your reputation at your workplace. Nur Aini, understand? So be grateful and humble in your leadership position. Narayan, you follow? Fine, fantastic. Continue your leadership development journey. Ladies and gentlemen, I change, you change, the business is changing, human mind also changing, human attitude also changing. So if I never change, if you never change, it would be difficult for becoming an influential leader. Leaders know there is always room for improvement and never rest on their success. You can ask feedback from your colleagues. You can ask feedback even from your team members. Why? To improve your leadership skills. Inspirational leaders want to know how others perceive them and work together to earn trust and take more and more responsibilities for their teams. Okay. So for an influential leader, if you need to learn about information technology, you have to learn, no choice. As a leader, if you need to learn about human resource management, you have to go and learn. When you become lazy to learn, then your standard will fall down and you cannot survive in your leadership position. What do you need to do? As a leader, you have to be good at, yes, correct. As a leader, you have to be good at making a lot of winners. A lot of winners. Now, what I mean by this one, champion others in your leadership role. True leaders know they are responsible for mentoring, guiding, setting employee performance goals, and providing constructive feedback for their staff. There are also, other responsibilities for identifying your employees ready to be promoted from within. Now, I would like to stop sharing my screen for a while. And let me say again, hello to everyone. You guys are there, right? Okay, fantastic. I do have another 25 minutes with you guys. And I'll be finishing all of my things on that particular time frame. So everybody, please pay attention. Now, you are my leader. Everybody, please pay attention. You are my leader. How I will be influenced from your leadership. So I'm working under you. I'm working under you, and every year under your leadership, I'm getting promotion at my workplace. Everybody, please pay attention. What is the meaning of champion others with your leadership skills? You are my leader. I'm working under you. Every month I have salary increment. Every month every year, not month. I'm sorry, slip of tongue. Every month cannot. Okay. Every year I got salary increment. Every year I got promotion. And you as my leader, you are contributing a lot in order to make my life even more better. Understand, all of you guys? And when I feel you are that person, I'll be influenced. I'll listen to you. I'll follow your instruction. I will follow your guidelines. I will listen, and I will do the things that you will ask me to do. Right? I can see I have a digital hand. Mr. Abu Siddiq, anything you want to add on? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, anything?
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Any question, anything you want to ask me?
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share with you.
No
So
problem.
right now, the Asar Salah, I went to go to Parvani Salah. After Salah,
Yeah,
I went to
please.
10 minutes.
Okay, no problem. Take your time. Don't forget to remember us in your prayer, okay? Okay, so come to the point. Now, so you have to contribute something for your staff. Nanda, you follow? I'm working under you for 5 years. No improvement, no promotion, no salary increment. Do you think so I'll be influenced by you? No, right? Every night before I go to sleep, I will have a lot of negative words for you. Right? My leader is stupid. Sorry for this word. Working for him, under him, no improvement, no promotion, no salary increment. But I have no other option. That's why every day I go to work. Maybe I have the family. If I resign from the job, my family will be in trouble. But I have no real inspiration, no real things from the leaders. So whatever you are doing or whatever you will be doing for your team, please contribute for the betterment of your staff. Because as a leader, when you train people to become better, as a leader, when you take the ownership, hello, you are under my team. I cannot let you be like that. I know you have your family. I know your father is sick. I know your wife is pregnant. I know you have 2 children. So for you, you cannot be like that. You have 2 options. Option number 1, you learn and you become better. Option number 2, you do not learn and you just be the way you are in now. You follow, guys? That's how you need to influence your staff. But before that, you need to know the story of your staff. Anami, if I do not know anything about you, how I will influence you? You got my point? Understand? I remember what my leader did when before getting married, my leader inspired me. Faisal, you better do your job properly. Why? Because I know you will marry very soon. You know what is real happiness after getting married? I said, no, money. My leader said like that, money. No money, no love. No money, the love will fly away from your house window. So you do your job properly. I'm your leader. I will take care of you. I don't want to hear any explanation. I don't want to see any discipline problem. I don't want to see any other excuses from your side. See, then I became inspired because my leader was right. Maribel, you follow? My leader was right. I realized. After getting married, same leader, but different story. Faisal, congratulations, you got a beautiful wife. Thank you, sir. Now what? Now you have to work more properly because you will have children. You have to build a better future for your upcoming generation, which is also true, right? Which is also true. After having my baby boy, another inspiration, Faisal, now you have more responsibility, not only for your father, not only for your mother, not only for your wife, but also for your baby boy. So what do you have to do? Tell me. I have to do my job even more better. Yes, you got the point. See, that is called influential leadership. Okay? But before you try to influence, you have to appreciate your staff abilities and skills. Mr. Ronald, if you are my staff, I need to inspire you like this. Ronald, I trust you. I trust you, my friend. You can use this word, no problem. You are a leader. It doesn't mean that you cannot address your staff as a friend. My friend, I trust you because I know what you can do. You follow what I'm trying to mean? Tell them, my friend, I know what you can do. But this time it is more challenging than the last time. I understand. I want you to give a try. Anything, let me know. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. No problem. If you make mistake, if you fail, it's okay one. Then, and if you think a leader points of view, staff always use shortcut way. Trust me. When you will be leading people, the thing that will make you more and more angry that people are using shortcut ways. You have to inspire them. There is no way, no shortcut way of success, right? If you use shortcut way, you only can survive, but cannot be succeed in life. I have few more things to cover. Let me share my screen. So that's how you need to figure out. You need to make people more and more successful under your leadership. No. If you want to become an influential leader, you have to develop your self-awareness. You have to be truly aware about your strength, about your weakness, about your value, about your ability to motivate people. Janet, you follow? Janet, you follow my friend? If you want to become an influential leader, find out what are the strengths you have. Katrina, you follow? You have to find out your strength. Then you have to find out your weaknesses, because everybody got weakness, right? So self-reflection is the key. I'm not sure you understand the meaning of self-reflection or not. I'm talking about these ones. Self-reflection is the key. Self-reflection means sometimes you need to spend time for your own self. Very well, you follow? Self-reflection. Before you go to sleep, before the weekend night, what you can do? You can think. You can think about your own life. Self-reflection. You know, we have a small business, and in our small business, we have a staff, very young staff, only 19 years old. Okay, 19 years old. I know his parents very poor, no money one. He got 3 brothers and 2 sisters. Okay, 3 brothers, 2 sisters. And this staff, only 19 years old, he smoked a lot of cigarette every single day. When I see him during my weekend, when I see him, I feel he just smoke and come in front of me. I ask him, why you are smoking a lot? Why? Why you are not saving the money and send the money to your parents? He said, he just said, sorry, I will not smoke. But again, he did the same thing. Actually, the problem is he is unable to understand what is life, what he has to do. Really, you follow? He really doesn't understand. Very young blood, energetic, very handsome. He thinks he's the most handsome man under the sun. Stand beside the road, smoking a cigarette like a serial killer. He feels everything is in the cigarette, lack of self-reflection. So, same thing. When you will be working with a lot of people, you will get a lot of different problems. Self-reflection, take time to realize, to find out what would be the solution, what would be the things, what would be the best response for that particular part of problem, right? Now, moving forward, be persistent. Influential leadership is a journey that often requires time and patience. Remember, if you want to influence people, first you need to build a relationship among your team member, among your staff, right? It's just like, remember, if you are in love relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, it was not that easy to find a loyal girlfriend, right? It was not that easy for you to find a loyal boyfriend, good boyfriend, right? It takes too long time. Yeah, it takes too long time. You as a man, you keep waiting for the right moment, right? You send Facebook friend request, waiting for 6 months, 7 months, no response, nothing. right? Persistence is the key. If you really respect, if you really, really love that particular person, you will take time. Very well, am I right? You will take time, no matter how long it will take. Same thing, if you want to inspire the people, influence the people as an influential leader, it will take time. Follow? Because it's really difficult to change human habits. Sandra, Miss Sandra, you follow human habits. Changing human habit is the most difficult part for a leader. It will take time. So take time, take time, take time, and slowly, step by step, you go and inspire the people by leading, by discipline, by teamwork. Always remember these three principles of modern leadership: lead, discipline, and teamwork. And it will take time. It's not that easy to be like that, right? Also, you are a leader, but you have to be a team player. I'm sorry, guys. So you have to be a team player. A true leader will understand the value of teamwork, value of collaboration, value of cooperation. Being a team player, it will engage with your team members and appreciate your contribution and opinions. You are a leader, and if you have 50 staff, you have to think you are one of them. Your team always will come first. Not any personal request, not any personal things, not any personal opinions. Team always will come first. You are a leader. For your team, you have to sacrifice a lot of things. You have to be selfless person. What is the meaning of selflessness? You cannot be selfish. Elvira, happy cooking. Okay, fine, fantastic. You have to do a lot of things without any benefit, without any money, without any acknowledgement, without any credit. That is called influential leadership. You follow? Sometimes you have to act like undercoverer. You know, undercoverer? You solve a big problem, but nobody knows who solved these problems. I repeat, you are a team leader. Sometimes you have to be undercoverer. Undercoverer means your staff got huge problem, discipline problem, character problem, mindset problem. But you solve this problem and nobody knows about it. That particular man or that particular person will be the most loyal to you. You can influence people if you show your experience. You know, from the next week, I'll be taking care of our new trainer. I'll be taking care of some of our new trainer. And my responsibility, how I can make them more and more better in our training department. So what I'll be doing, I'll be just sharing my experience with them. Zayarmin, you follow? I'll be just sharing. I'm not going to ask them. I'm not going to tell them what to do, how to do. I'll be just sharing my experience being a teacher for last 14 years. I'll invite some of them to join in some of my classes, okay, so that they can see how we need to teach, how we need to manage our students at the first place. Fine. You can influence people if you embrace challenges. When there is challenging situation, challenging environment, do not be afraid. Cherry, some leaders are being afraid of taking challenges, right? Even some of your workplace, when there is something difficult, your leader will hide himself or hide herself and push you to do something about it. Don't do that. You as a leader, your duty is to take the challenge, right? Take the challenge. Most difficult job you have to do. Less difficult job you can let your team members to do. Fine. The last thing, I'm becoming out of my voice, so I will cut it a bit short. Okay, so common mistake. You cannot make that kind of common mistake when you are planning to become an influential leadership. Number one, do not be so aggressive among your team members. You know what is the meaning of aggressive? Aggressiveness, the small things you react a lot. Don't do that. If you react too much, if you become more aggressive, you can be an autocratic leader. But today's topic is our influential leader, right? So instead of becoming aggressive, you can become assertive. Assertive means you become quite a bit control and express the things that you are feeling. Don't be overly aggressive. Don't be aggressive minded. Micromanage. Nobody wants to be micromanaged. Agree? Zaire, you are my staff. I am your leader. If I have problem for each and everything that you are doing, you will not like me. If I ask you, why you dress up like that? Why you sit like that? Why you talk like that? Why you speak like that? You will never be influenced by me. You will have no influence from me at all. Right? Common mistake, don't do that. Ignoring people. Please, not only as a leader, as a man, as a woman, never ignore anyone. Don't ignore anyone. Okay? Every people comes to your life for a reason. Always remember this one. So don't ignore. Ignoring people, it is called like arrogance, right? Don't be arrogant. Last one, playing favorites. Some leaders, they only have good understanding for the few staff. Ella, am I right? Not for the all staff. Some leader only like some of his favorite staff, some of her favorite staff. Don't do that. As a leader, for you, everyone is equally important. Everyone is equally important. No more favorite people. Everyone must be your favorite. So that would be the end of today's leadership training. The topic is influential leadership. Let me stop sharing my screen and let me say thank you so much for all of your time. Now, everybody, you can go to the chat box. I'll be sharing the notes for today's session. You can click on the link and you can download the PDF that I have used for today's training. Let me Let me open the chat box. Miss Madina, can you please send the link? Yeah, thank you so much. Now, if you have any question, you can ask me in the chat box regarding influential leadership. Okay, I hope it will help you in future if you want to become a leader with a full of ability to influence people. Follow today's training. Okay, remember, it's very easy for us to train people to change their attitude by influence them, right? When you are successful by influencing people, you are successful in leadership position. Okay. Mr. Narayan, again, here is the notes in the chat box. Thank you so much. Okay. Ricardo, congratulations that you are doing your very last module with us. Is okay one. My email ID is in the notes. Anything, you can drop me an email. I'll be always keep in touch with me. Okay, congratulations. You are becoming graduates very soon, Mr. Ricardo. All the best for your better future. So let me end the meeting here. I'm actually out of my voice. Thank you so much, guys, and good night. Have great weekend. Have good rest for tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, you are welcome. You are welcome. Also, we have to say thank you to Miss Madina. She also helping us to conduct this leadership session for today. Thank you all. Thank you and take care. Bye-bye.